Advisor to the president and first daughter, Ivanka Trump has plenty of intriguing relationships in her life, including her connection with her siblings, her stepmother, and of course, her father, President Donald Trump. And then there's her fascinating relationship with her husband, Jared Kushner, who just so happens to also be an advisor to the president. The list asked life coach and relationship expert Nicole Moore for her take on the power couple, and her insights were eyebrow-raising. Examining the pair's body language, one of Moore's big takeaways is that Ivanka's warmth, in public appearances at least, seems to come out in interactions with her father, but not in interactions with her husband. In response to a clip of Ivanka and her father at an event celebrating American workers from March 2019, for example, Moore said, "What's interesting is that Ivanka's diplomatic-like exterior truly changes when she's around her dad. In the clip where Trump introduces his daughter, you'll notice that her entire face lights up, and she bursts into a warm smile. This is the kind of look you'd expect her to give her husband, yet it seems as if her body language indicates that perhaps she's more comfortable showing affection to her father than to her husband." Moore adds that in all the media clips she's reviewed, she, quote, "never came across Ivanka smiling that wide at Jared." While that may be somewhat unusual, it's not all that Moore picked up about Ivanka and Jared's relationship. When it comes to Ivanka and Jared, she's undeniably more famous and is arguably more influential, which is why you may not be surprised to find out that according to Moore, she quite literally takes the lead in the relationship, at least when they're in the public eye. Moore said, "In nearly every image or photo of the couple walking, Ivanka is slightly in front of Jared. The body language is clear. He defers to her power and lets her take the lead." Beyond that, Moore notes that, quote, "the power dynamic between the couple is abundantly clear. Ivanka is seen as the more important one in the relationship." Our expert refers to the couple's 2017 appearance at the National Chinese Day reception in Washington, singling out a moment when Ivanka steps in front of Jared and Jared, quote, "has to move out of the way and move to the outer edge to accommodate Ivanka's desire to speak with the man they're walking with." Moore notes, "The body language is clear. Jared literally has to move himself out of the way to accommodate Ivanka's desires. This could be seen as chivalrous from one perspective, or it could be that he's so used to deferring to Ivanka that it now comes naturally to him." Moore adds that Ivanka's body language in the clip is subtle but powerful, observing, "The body language seems to indicate that Ivanka feels more important than him, or else she would not have stepped directly in front of him to move to talk to the man. She would have communicated her desire to Jared and asked him to switch with her. Instead, she just went ahead and did it. This indicates a subtle lack of respect for Jared's wishes." Ivanka and Jared are the parents of 3 children, daughter Arabella and sons Theodore and Joseph. During a 2017 interview with Deborah Roberts for ABC News, Ivanka had plenty of kind words for the father of her children.
"He's a remarkable human being. He's kind and thoughtful, and he's an unbelievable father."
According to Moore, this sentiment from Ivanka was genuine. She told the list, "You can see when she starts to mention him as a father that her smile widens and her energy lights up. That's indicating that she genuinely believes what she's saying." Moore says that based on their body language, Ivanka and Jared, quote, "don't hate each other and there is love there, but it's not warm affection." Moore continues, "In nearly every clip of the couple together, they speak, they pose next to each other. It appears as if on the surface everything is hunky-dory. However, what's missing is genuine displays of affection or exuberance about being partnered with each other." The life coach and relationship expert pointed out that, quote, "when someone is really in love, you literally can't stop them from talking about the other person." However, when Jared is asked about Ivanka in an interview from December 2017, for example, he kind of just lets the question slide, according to Moore, who adds, "His body language here indicates that he's not super in touch with his feelings of love for Ivanka. He might intellectually think he's lucky to be with her, but he's not feeling it deep within his heart and soul in this moment, enough to effusively state how much he loves her."
We actually got introduced by 2 business colleagues, and I got very, very lucky in that one.
Moore backs this up by noting that in nearly every clip of the couple, they're holding hands. However, quote, "what's missing are true indicators of warmth and romantic spark. In fact, even when they do attempt to seem close, such as this Instagram photo of the pair sitting together on a fence," Moore notes, "they are close together with their arms around each other, yet their faces appear tight. Their bodies appear rigid. They're not soft and cuddly when they lean into each other. The body language indicates this photo is more staged rather than displaying genuine affection." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite celebrity couples are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.